Hello, friends, and welcome. In 1789, Benjamin Franklin said, "In this world, nothing is certain but death and taxes." But there is one other thing that is also certain that all of us over 50 definitely know. As we age, our skin changes. It becomes thinner, loses fat, and no longer looks quite as plump and smooth as it once did. And for most of us, our skin also gets drier since the oil production in our skin slows down. I was recently doing a Zoom makeup consultation with a really delightful woman who said that her once very oily skin is now combination skin. Unfortunately, there is no magic cream we can get at the drugstore that turns back the hands of time. But we are very fortunate that there are skincare products available to us that do make a noticeable difference. So today, we'll be talking about what types of products can be most helpful so our skin can look its very best. And since I've had a number of requests to share my AM and PM skincare routine, I'll also show you the specific products I use and love. And I hope in the comments section below you'll share the skincare products that you love. But before we launch into all things skin, I want to welcome all of you who are both new to this channel and returning. In our 20s and 30s, we can try just about any makeup look and look fabulous, but these same techniques may not work quite as well now. So as a professional working makeup artist who specializes in working with those of us over 50, I love sharing skincare and makeup tips and techniques that work for us at this point in our lives. So on this channel, we focus on makeup, beauty, style, and wellness for women over 50. If this approach is right up your alley, I hope you'll subscribe before you leave today. Now, on to today's topic. First, I want to cover just a few general tips, and then we'll get into some specific skincare products that can really make a difference. And I'll include links to all of the products that I'll be mentioning in the description box below, which you can access by clicking on the word "more" under the video. Well, one thing we probably don't think about as much as we should is what type of product we use to wash our entire body. Many soaps that we tend to use in the shower can be extremely drying, so switching to a creamy body wash can really help. For years, I've been using an aloe vera body wash I love from a company called Jason. The brand name Jason is derived from the Greek word for healer, and their mission is to provide wholesome ingredients inspired by nature that soothe, moisturize, and balance the skin. Their products include no parabens, sulfates, phthalates, or petroleum, and they're vegan and certified cruelty-free as well. We also want to use lukewarm rather than hot water when we shower, since hot water tends to strip our skin of oils. And we certainly want to moisturize our entire body after we shower. My go-to product for all over moisturizing is a wonderful lotion called Essentiel by Adele. It's a face and body moisturizer that is an antioxidant-rich botanical blend of essential oils as well as extracts that are known to support the skin structure. This lotion is formulated with hyaluronic acid, MSM, coffee berry, raspberry leaf, and other nourishing ingredients. It too is free of parabens, sulfates, phthalates, and a number of other ingredients, and is also vegan and cruelty-free. And in the description box below, you'll also find a discount code for Adele's Essentiel moisturizer. Now, let's go on to some face products. If I've been out for a morning walk, I like to make sure that I thoroughly remove my heavy-duty sunscreen before I shower. Well, I forgot to do this a few weeks ago and just washed my face thoroughly in the shower to remove the sunscreen. But after I got out of the shower, I decided to do a quick test to see if washing my face had actually removed all of the sunscreen. So I took a cotton pad like this. These are ovals that I get at Target. And I applied the product that I normally use to remove my sunscreen before taking a shower, which is my Bioderma Micellar water. And I forgot to bring it in with me, so I'll show you a photo. Well, after rubbing the micellar water-soaked cotton pad all over my face, I looked at it and saw that it was heavily coated with my sunscreen. This is why, if we've worn makeup during the day, it is so important to double cleanse at night, because just using a regular cleanser will most likely not remove all of our makeup. And makeup that is left on our skin will definitely hinder the effectiveness of any serums or skincare products that we apply before going to bed. So I always double cleanse my face by first using micellar water and then using my regular cleanser. If you're not familiar with micellar water, it's a wonderfully effective and gentle cleanser. It's made up of micelles, which are tiny balls of cleansing oil molecules, which are suspended in soft water. The micelles are attracted to dirt and oil, so they're able to draw out impurities without drying out our skin. So micellar water can be used as a facial wash, a makeup remover, as well as a moisturizer. I actually use it first thing in the morning and in the evening, and then use my regular cleanser. My regular cleanser is the Rice Wash Soft Cream Cleanser from the clean beauty brand Tatcha. I particularly like this cleanser because it doesn't strip away essential oils, and when water is added, it becomes a really beautifully foaming cream lather. The Japanese rice powder ingredient softens the skin and boosts luminosity, and an algae blend combined with hyaluronic acid helps replenish the skin's natural moisture reservoir. After cleansing in the morning, I apply 3 different serums. Now, I know some of you may be thinking, 3 serums? Really, Elise? That seems like a bit of overkill and would take a lot of time. But actually, once you have the process down, it's incredibly quick and easy because you only need to apply 2 to 4 drops onto clean, dry skin. And there's one very important reason that I use these 3 serums. They've noticeably improved my skin. I used to have a great deal of redness and uneven texture, and the redness has totally disappeared, and there's no question that my skin looks brighter and more even textured. Now, of course, this result does not happen overnight. Don't we wish it did? It does usually take several weeks to see improvement. The 3 serums I use are from a company called Timeless, and fortunately, their products are now available at Target. The first serum is vitamin C plus E plus ferulic acid. This product helps brighten the complexion by promoting cell turnover, and it also helps with texture, and it tones and stimulates collagen production. It also lightens hyperpigmentation and redness. I like to use 4 drops so I can also take it down onto my neck and then onto the back of my hands. And this is the only serum of the 3 where you want to avoid the eye area since it does contain an acid. I've already cleansed my face with my micellar water and my Tatcha rice wash, so I'm going to apply the first of my 3 serums. So I just have 3 pumps of it in my hand, and then it's going to go all over my face. But I will keep it away from my eyes. And then I like to bring it down onto my neck and then onto the back of my hands. The next serum I apply is my Coenzyme Q10 serum from Timeless. As we get older, our metabolism slows and our skin becomes thinner and rougher, so visible lines and wrinkles become more pronounced. Coenzyme Q10 is found in abundance in younger skin, but unfortunately decreases over time since our body doesn't produce it in the same quantities as we get older. This serum helps boost skin cell energy to build back collagen and elastin for firmer, smoother skin. And hyaluronic acid provides hydration. So I just ordered more this morning because I'm almost out, so I may not be able to get the full 4 drops that I usually use. So once again, just all over my skin. I always want to get around my lips because of those fine lines. And this one does not have acid in it, so then I use it also around my eye area. I bring it down onto my neck and then also put some on the back of my hands. Next up is my last serum. It's my Matrixyl Synthe 6 serum. This polypeptide has 6 skin-building essentials which stimulate collagen production to reduce the look of fine lines and wrinkles. It also lifts, plumps, and hydrates the skin. This is a 4-ounce size, but it also comes in a 1-ounce size, as do the other serums. But quite honestly, the 4-ounce size is a much better value. All of these serums have a dropper, which makes it quick and easy. And you can see how quickly this can be applied. And if I weren't talking, I'd obviously been applying it much more quickly. And the last bit on the back of my hands. After I let these 3 serums sink in and dry, which really only takes a few seconds, I apply my eye cream. One that I have found that I absolutely love is from Colorescience. It's their Total Eye Firm and Repair Cream. And the reason I love it so much is it not only provides great hydration, it also has caffeine in it, which helps reduce puffiness under the eyes. And I especially notice it on this inner corner where I have quite a bit of puffiness and crepiness. So I just have 1 pump, and I'm really just going to press it in all around the eye. And I'm going to take about a half a pump to also go around the outer corners and in this area of my eye. It has an amazing creamy texture, which feels wonderful. And obviously this skin is very delicate, so I'm trying not to rub and just press. And I always want to make sure to get it in this inner corner as well. I also like the smoothing eye cream from a brand called Versed, which is a clean beauty brand available at Target. I've recently run out of it, so let me show you what it looks like in this picture. And if you found an eye cream that you feel works especially well, please share the name of it with us in the comment section below. It's always wonderful to hear about new products. Next is moisturizer. There are many good moisturizers on the market, and I usually alternate between several different ones depending on the time of day and the time of year. I use a richer moisturizer in the winter when my skin gets drier and at night. The one I use during the day is a weightless oil-free moisturizer, which I absolutely love, from the esthetician Shawnee Darden. This is the mini version of that moisturizer. This moisturizer contains 3 heavy-hitting hydrators: hyaluronic acid, hydrolyzed collagen, and red algae. And it leaves my skin feeling soft and smooth with a soft glow, and it works beautifully under makeup. And that's my last daytime skincare step. So I'm going to go ahead and apply the moisturizer. I'm just going to use this 1 pump. And I'm going to take half a pump to go down onto my neck. That feels so good. I love the feel of this moisturizer. It is soft and creamy, but doesn't feel oily at all, and it's really weightless. And that's my last daytime skincare step. But we also need to talk about sunscreen. We all know it's essential, but when do we actually apply it? Well, quite honestly, there's a lot of debate about this, but I've recently read some interesting information that indicates that when we apply our sunscreen depends on whether we're using a chemical or a physical sunscreen. And physical sunscreens are also called mineral sunscreens. There are a couple of major differences between physical and chemical sunscreens, including their composition and how they work. Chemical sunscreens, as the name suggests, are made with a variety of chemically active ingredients, which can sometimes irritate sensitive skin. Chemical sunscreen works by penetrating the skin and absorbing UV radiation, so the chemical ingredients are going into our bloodstreams. Physical sunscreen is made with mineral ingredients which sit on top of the skin, so the ingredients never penetrate the skin. Instead, the physical sunscreen creates a barrier between the skin and the harmful UV rays which are reflected away. So physical or mineral sunscreens are considered safer. So according to many experts, if you're using a chemical sunscreen, it needs to be applied before moisturizer since the chemical sunscreen needs to penetrate the skin in order to provide the protection that it provides. However, if you're using a physical sunscreen, it should be applied after moisturizer and before makeup. But of course, putting on either physical or chemical sunscreen is better than not putting on any sunscreen at all. So we never want to leave the house without sunscreen of at least SPF 30 or higher. My sunscreen of choice when I wear makeup is my Elta MD Skincare UV Restore Broad Spectrum SPF 40. But when I go out for my morning walks, I use my Australian Gold Botanical 50 Tinted sunscreen. Both of these are physical sunscreens. My evening skincare includes the same double cleansing process to remove sunscreen and makeup, but twice a week, my next evening skincare step after cleansing is to exfoliate my skin using Touch's Rice Polish, which comes in 4 different formulations. I use the deep, but there's also a classic formulation, a gentle formulation for sensitive skin, and one that's calming. Exfoliation is a must as we age. One plastic surgeon explained the importance of exfoliating this way. He said, and I quote, "The outer layer is a roof of dead skin, and it thickens as you age, so you need to exfoliate to see more of the fresher skin." And fresher skin is brighter skin. In fact, I unintentionally tested how important it is to exfoliate a number of months ago. I'm frankly embarrassed to say that I got lazy and I didn't exfoliate for a few months. And when I finally decided to start exfoliating my skin again, something very interesting happened. After I finished exfoliating and rinsed the product off my face, I looked in the mirror and frankly was quite shocked because my skin actually looked 2 shades lighter. Well, this was certainly undeniable proof to me of what a difference exfoliating can make. It very effectively gets rid of dead skin cells which make our skin look dull. However, if you do have rosacea, you should definitely avoid exfoliating your skin because it can create additional redness and irritation. My third step is to apply the 3 serums I used in the morning, followed by my eye cream. Then I alternate applying a lactic acid serum one night and an over-the-counter retinol product the next night. The 2 products I use are Shani Darden's lactic acid serum and her retinol reform. The lactic acid serum brightens and refines dull skin, and this particular product contains 2 lactic acids which smooth, refine, and retexture skin. This product also has a soothing complex which calms the skin and minimizes irritation. Shani Darden's Retinol Reform combines firming retinol with brightening lactic acid, which visibly softens fine lines and wrinkles. It also evens out our skin tone and smooths texture. It's a time-release formula which provides a steady stream of encapsulated retinol throughout the night, which minimizes the irritation that many retinols cause. Dermatologists and estheticians will all agree that a retinol product is the most effective product out there to diminish the look of fine lines and wrinkles. And my last evening skincare step is to apply my moisturizer. I alternate using 2 different richer moisturizers. One of them is my Skin Soak Rich Moisturizer Cream from the brand Versed that contains squalene, vitamin E, and red algae extract. It's rich, but it's not greasy, and oilier skin types can still use this moisturizer as a night cream or as a heavier wintertime moisturizing cream. And the Versed brand does something I wish every skincare brand would do. On the jar, they actually list what the product is made for, and in this case, it's a moisturizer made for dry, aging skin. They also include directions on the jar on how to apply it, where to apply it, and when to apply it. It's amazing to me how many skincare products don't provide this information. With this moisturizer, under How, the directions are to warm a peanut-sized amount between fingertips and smooth it into the skin. Under Where, the directions say entire face, and under When, the directions indicate PM and or AM, after applying serums and eye care. And as you can see, here's some of that information on the jar. The other moisturizer I use at night is the Plant Genius Melt Moisturizer from a relatively new brand called Alpen Beauty. This clean beauty brand is the first and only skincare line to use sustainably harvested, wild-crafted ingredients straight from the mountains of Jackson Hole, Wyoming. The plants harvested are resilient botanicals that are conditioned to survive in an unforgiving climate that consists of high altitude, low humidity, little oxygen, intense sun, harsh wind, and heavy snowfall. When applied to the skin, these plants perform as they do in the wild because they preserve, protect, and strengthen the skin for increased resiliency. These products are all natural, contain no chemicals, are cruelty and fragrance-free, and vegan. One last thing I want to mention is the order in which we put on products. The general rule of thumb is to go from the lightest textured products like serums to the heavier products like moisturizers. However, there is some debate about whether to apply a retinol product before or after moisturizer at night. The newest information seems to indicate that you can apply a retinol either before or after moisturizer. But if you have sensitive skin, you may want to apply the moisturizer first, since it can reduce any irritation you might get from a retinol product. Although I've covered my morning and evening skincare routine, there are two very important things that we haven't touched on that make the biggest difference in how our skin looks. And that is what we drink and what we eat. Drinking enough water is crucial, and eating a plant-based whole grain diet like the Mediterranean diet definitely makes a difference. And Dr. Anthony Ewan, who's a plastic surgeon who calls himself a holistic plastic surgeon, has written a book called The Age Fix, and he says that there is basically one substance which we put into our mouths that equals wrinkles. And I imagine that many of you know what that substance is. Yes, it's sugar. But he also says that dark chocolate and red wine aren't so bad. So on that happier note, we'll wrap things up today. I hope you enjoyed the video and found it helpful. And if so, please hit that thumbs up icon. And I hope you'll share in the comment section below what your favorite skincare products are. Until next time, I wish you good health and happiness, and I hope you have a fabulous rest of your day. Take care.